Hello everyone, my name is Jonas Panda and welcome back to the cancer series where I talk about stories of me going through cancer and that stuff. This is part 3. If you haven't watched the previous parts, I will put a link to the playlist in the description so you can go and watch them. So today we're going to be talking about the physiotherapy side of things. If you've been wondering why I'm wearing the exact same things as I was on Tuesday and Monday, that's because I'm recording them all on the same day because my brothers are at school and I'm not risking anything. I want to get as much content as possible out, so I'm going to do them all in one hour. Alright, so deal with it. Physiotherapy is a pretty tough thing when you have cancer. I have to say, it isn't fun. You just want to lie in bed and ride this thing out without any additional effort. So when you're being told that you need to exercise, when you're lying in bed basically dying and your leg doesn't even work, you just want to sit there and just chill. Okay, stick Netflix on TV and watch fucking Orange is the New Black so you can see some titty. So physiotherapy, yeah, I had 2 physiotherapists when I was in hospital. They both rotated between each other and I'm not really sure why. I guess it's just how it works. When I first started going into hospital, they just got me to do basic things like I would stand up at the window and do stretches with my legs, that sort of stuff. Make sure I'm not getting any tight muscle. This isn't the stuff that really matters, but I'm just giving you some background. So they get you to do arm stretches, like not like that, more into I've not got the effort to show, just like all that sort of thing, something to keep you active and to keep the blood pumping, so to speak. Coming up for surgery when your leg's really sore and you're just anxious about everything, it is pretty hard to do anything. I remember doing those exercises, like they give you a whole booklet of exercises to do in a day. It's this thing's like this thick, and then you're like, can I just know? Just know? I mean, no one forces you to do it, but your dad's like, yeah, come on, John, you've got to do your physio. And I'm like, ugh. And then surgery rolls around, and post-surgery physiotherapy is the fucking worst. It is painful when you're that low point in your life where you've just almost died due to that much intensive surgery. You've had fucking 2 litres of blood pumped into you because you have lost it all due to your leg being sliced open, bones drilled out of you and then replaced by titanium. It isn't fun to just have to, not fun. So, well, the scar has mended. Scars don't heal. That's a fact. There was this thing that happened to me after surgery. My leg wouldn't go straight, okay? So everyone's legs, they just go straight like that, yeah? Mine was stuck like that, yeah? Mine was stuck like that, yeah? It wouldn't go straight. Usually straight like that, mine was stuck like that. And they did absolutely everything to get this down, okay? Whether it be manipulating it, so they'd push it down, even though it wouldn't go anywhere, it would just stay there. Whether it be, this thing they did called a hold relax exercise, which means you put all the pressure onto it, yeah? And then they pull. And this is the most painful thing ever. Like, imagine someone having your finger, I'm using my finger as an example, I don't give a fuck, yeah? Someone having your finger, yeah? And it's stuck like that, yeah? And you can't move it, yeah? And then someone just pulling your finger, pushing it down, doing everything they can to make it go straight. It doesn't work like that. Not in my case anyway. Usually for some people it would. They just push it down and it goes down. Not for me. Nope. So I have to go through weeks and weeks of physiotherapy for us to go down. And nothing worked. Nothing works at all. I can bend it fine. Bending it fine. I can actually still to this day bend it the whole way that the prosthesis is meant to go. I can bend it the whole way. And that was all fine. They had no clue why. It just wouldn't go straight. And they kept saying, oh John, this is what you'll do. You'll get this thing called the CPM machine, which is a continuous passive motion machine. Basically what this contraption is you put your leg into it, strap it down, and a machine straightens your leg for you. And no, that didn't work either. I'd have to wear that thing for nights. I'd have to go to sleep in it. I'd have to wake up in the morning, do 2 hours of it. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere without going on this machine for at least a bit. And it didn't work. You go through all these hours of shit and sometimes nothing works. The physios were confused. I was confused. My dad's like, what the fuck's going on? No matter how much physio I did for that leg to go straight, nothing worked. Except one thing that I did. I was on my way to the Edinburgh Comic Con, I think, with my auntie and my uncle. They're very comic enthusiast. I just went along for the ride. We're looking for the entrance, yeah? But I think this is where it definitely led to my destiny. We didn't know where the entrance was. So we went round the back to try and look for a way in. And when we go around the back, it's one of these surfaces where it's like, you know what, when we're wet, we're going to be slippy. So I'm just crutching along, and this is a time where I've never slipped before. I'm just going full pelt in this rain. As anyone knows with crutches, the rubber wears away and it goes very smooth. And when this goes smooth, you're very prone to slipping. And this was my time. This was my time to fall. I take a step forward with my crutches both at the same time and I slip. I crumble down. I smack my leg off the floor and I break it. Spiral fracture right up the tibia bone. And my auntie and my uncle feel really bad because it's their fault. It's not their fault though. If you're watching this, it isn't your fault. You didn't do anything. It was my fault for not getting new crutches. Get loaded into ambulance, put morphine in me, and I'm like, morphine. I get put into the ward where dementia people are, and I have never been more terrified in my life. When you hear people screaming in the middle of the night like you're in Mount Massive Asylum, that's what it sounded like in that place. It was not fun. They had to put tubes in my leg to make sure no tissue was deteriorating, and I can tell you that was not fun. Especially when you've just 1 month out of treatment and this happens to you and you're like, oh, this can't be worse. Oh wait, yes it can, because you've just broke your leg, you've got tubes in your leg, and now there's nothing you can do about it. A week or so passes and I'm wanting to get out of there as fast as I can, so they decide not to do surgery on my leg just due to the fact of all the metalwork in there. It could fuck up everything royally. So I don't get any pins in my leg, I don't get any of that shit. I just get a cast. Now, this cast was the whole leg cast, yeah? None of this little below the knee cast. Oh no. This whole fucking cast was up my leg. And I was like, and this shit's heavy. Like, you're walking around with like half a ton of plastic on you, waiting for your leg to decide to heal. Foot's going purple because blood circulation's been cut off. And I've just realised I've went on a tangent of something completely different of what I was actually originally talking about. I was cut to the chase that when this cast got put off, my leg went straight. I don't know why. They cut off the whole cast. And I was like, holy shit, my legs went straight. That was it. All those months of physiotherapy, all that hours on the CPM machine, all those fucking painful experiences going through with the physio. You know, I'd actually pretend to be asleep to avoid physio. That's how bad it got. I'd be sitting in hospital. I'd know when it'd be 10:30. I'm like, physio's due. Pretend to sleep. I just pretend to sleep. Wake up, put Netflix back on. Orange is the New Black titties. In my sense, I deserved it in my own way. It didn't get better because I didn't really try. It is very important to do physiotherapy and I didn't want to do it at all. It was just too painful and I hated pain. I don't like pain now and I never will. Pain equals gain. I don't agree with that shit. No, it doesn't. Pain's fucking annoying. I guess the lesson for this is to actually do what you're told when it helps you. Because if you're going to do something, if you're not going to help yourself and are just relying on other people helping you, it's not worth it. You need to put effort in yourself before anyone else does. Otherwise, you're losing. And I guess that's what the biggest downfall was for me, because I didn't believe in myself at all. Look at me now. If I actually did my physio, if I actually worked hard, if I actually developed muscles instead of feeling sorry for myself and just vegetating away, I would be walking right now. There'd be enough muscle in my leg to be balanced and to actually be able to walk. But because I felt sorry for myself, because I didn't put in the effort, because all I wanted to do was sleep and just not try, I now regret in the long run, because it's going to be like this until I decide to put in the effort. Because even to this day, I still don't want to. I don't see the point. I just, like I said, want to vegetate away. Don't do what I did. Don't be an idiot. Do what is right and do what eventually in the long run will be a lot better for you. Because it isn't good to dwell on the right here and now and the past. It is always good to look to the future. I know, it is my favourite quote of all time, definitely. JFK definitely did say that, and I'm pretty sure I live by this quote every day, but change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. And it is so true, because that's all I do nowadays, is I just look to what's ahead, I look what's in my future, and I try my absolute hardest to make sure I can at least have some sort of comfortable future, because right now it's just so shit, and the thought of something being better is what really keeps me going. Moral of this story is do your fucking physio, because you end up like me. If you did like this video, please leave a like on it. It does give me a really good indication of how well you're actually enjoying these stories, because I certainly do enjoy telling them, and I really hope you enjoy listening to them, because it does keep me going. It's good to have these out here, because YouTube never deletes videos unless you break their guidelines. I don't think I've done that today, so it's good to have a library of things that people can come back to. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!